Hello guys, welcome back to our 8th episode of Volume 2 of our tour through Namco Museum. And as I told you yesterday, we have something very, very interesting to show you. One last interesting thing. And we're back in the QDQ room to show it to you. And the fact is, there is still another game lurking in Volume 2 that we have not played. 8 games in this volume alone. So we're gonna go in to QDQ to access it because it's only accessible by a cheat code. So we're gonna go in, and the way you get it is that you have to press a certain sequence of buttons when QDQ is booting up. So let's do that. And I guess the code worked. We are seeing a different startup screen. And let's see what it is. It's Bomb B. It's the second game Namco ever made. So, it works almost the same as QDQ, except that it's not as quirky with all the characters and stuff. But it's still pretty fun. It might be even more challenging than QDQ, so we're gonna insert a coin and play it. I mean, history-wise, there's nothing wrong to say. This is the sequel to Namco's first game ever, GB. That's really it. It really did expand on the formula that GB had with the Namco and the oh gosh, the block pushing and the point things, and it was a much better experience. I think GB was monochrome. I think it was, yes, and then there was there was color versions released, but that was after they released Bomb B, so it was the originator of the color scheme. And this also runs on Namco Warp and Warp, as I'm sure I said in QDQ. But speaking of Warp, Namco Warp and Warp hardware, that was the first hardware they developed, and no. I hate when that happens. Are we on ball 4 already? This is gonna be a very short episode. But anyway. So this really, had a lot of technical limitations. Like, I do remember reading somewhere that Pac-Man hardware... Pac-Man ran on its own special hardware. It was not Warp and Warp, but I remember reading somewhere that they did start development on Warp and Warp hardware, and it probably sounded terrible. I mean, it probably looked okay, but it probably sounded really terrible. We probably wouldn't get the iconic stuff if they didn't develop their own hardware for that game. Well, new hardware. That was tough. We're gonna try again. Now, this is difficult to control without a paddle. The one that there's rotunda things. Like, if you've played Pong on an original machine, you know what I'm talking about. Like, knobby things. Like, I don't know of any other games that use those. I mean, I don't know of any other games that have used anything other than joysticks in the arcades during this time. Like, I remember hearing a story that Bosconian, the shooter with the bases by Namco, used a trackball. I'm not sure how accurate that is, because I haven't seen one with trackballs. All machines I've seen have had joysticks. but that could still be very possible. So there's a lot of things that are quite possible here. I think I'm doing rather well on the second ball. Oh, well, we're already on ball 3, so it's not really that big of a deal. It's not going as... Oh, okay. I was about to say it's not going fast. We have to golly gee willikers. I want to complete that blue space. Really, really... Great. That's not what I wanted to do. The green is back. But what I really want to do is clear the blue. Ow! Golly gee. Once again, we're going to do it. If you complete the blue, like if you bash all the bricks there, you'll get 100-point bumpers. And those... Oh, Lord! Game over already? We're going to try and get the 100-point bumpers to try and show it to you guys. Oh lord. Oh lord. This is becoming a bit too intense! Woo! Ah, lard. Lard. Why? I don't know why I said lard. Animal fat is not gonna help me. Yes, I want to keep it up there in the blue area to try and get that 100-point bumper as soon as possible. Ugh. Come on. Come on. There we are. Oh. I don't think we're gonna do it, guys. Come on. Come on. Get there. Stay there. Stay there. Stay. Ugh. Okay, we're trying to get it as quickly as possible. I hate when you hit it with the bottom paddle. Oh my god, what was that? I hate when you hit with the bottom paddle when you've cleared all the green bricks, that the green bricks come back. I mean, I guess they want to hide the 100-point bumpers from you because they... Oh, god dang! Ugh! Well, that's Bomb B. And that closes out Volume 2 for us. We'll be going into Volume 3, and it's gonna be fun. Tomorrow we're gonna play Dig Dug. So, it's gonna be great. So, I hope to see you all there, and until then, Benjamin signing off.